Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Drafting with Charlie. It's me, Charlie Mills, and yeah, yesterday we got absolutely destroyed. We did 1-3 in a quick draft for Duskmourn. We want to see if we could kind of like rectify that a little bit. I really want to win 7, so let's see if we could do a little bit better today. Um, As always, if you like what you see, click the like, follow, and/or subscribe button. We'd love to see you at a live stream of Drafted with Charlie. Um, Other than that, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what we do today. Ooh, we got an Enduring Vitality. Creatures you control have add 1 mana of any color. When this die becomes an enchantment. Yep, we picked this up. It's a simple thought. Threats around every corner. Kind of want to pick that up already. Intruding Soul Rager, Monstrous Emergence. In reality, what I would pick up at this point is the Monstrous Emergence because that's a removal spell and kind of keeps my picks kind of open. I see the Fear of Burning Alive, which is the 4 damage to each opponent, which is really good. But because it's double red mana, I don't necessarily want to lock myself in too early. This has a black and a green mana, and it's a really good 2-drop. It's a 2/3 with Reach, Brood Spinner, enters, Surveil 2, and for 4, black and green, create a number of 1/1 black green insect creature tokens with flying equal to the number of cards in your graveyard, which is really strong. I'm actually leaning towards this pick. I mean, you've got the Motoring Gem, which also ramps, but I don't know necessarily what I'm ramping into. So let's go ahead and pick the Brood Spinner for now. Looks like I'm kind of leaning towards green-black already. Nowhere to Run is a removal spell, so we definitely gonna pick that up. -3/-3, and they lose ward. Um, Cynical Loner, we have a 3/1 that can be blocked by Glimmers. At the beginning of your second main phase, if the Loner is tapped, you may search your library for a card, put it into your graveyard, and then shuffle. Pretty good card. Insidious Function, better card. It's a creature which is a 1/2, and I can sack it to destroy an artifact or enchantment, or I can sack it to draw a card and then put a land card from my hand onto the battlefield. I think I really like this option more than anything else because it's a removal of artifacts and or enchantments, and enchantments do great in this set, so it's probably a good one to pick up. And there's another Cynical Loner, which it's not necessarily bad, um, but it's not necessarily good either. It gets a card and puts it into the graveyard. If I got Delirium, which is not necessarily a bad thing. The Resurrected Cultist is a little bit stronger because it's a 4/1, and it can get something back and put a finality counter on it. And the Cautious Survivor is a little bit stronger also because if it's tapped during my second main phase, I gain 2 life. So I think I'm gonna get the Resurrected Cultist at this point. It's looking like I'm going black-green at the moment. I think I want the Spectral Snatcher, mainly because it's a 6/5 and it's pretty big. But then we got this 4/2. When it dies, I gain 2 life. That puts a little bit more pressure. The Swamp Cycling is good. This is probably going to be around a little bit later. Let's go ahead and pick the Grass Long Neck. In reality, Cryptid Inspector is a really strong card. If you're playing Manifest Dread. But I do like Final Vengeance also, which can exile some problems. I'm more leaning towards the Final Vengeance in reality, just because in this set, you got creatures that don't die, and you really would like to get rid of them. So what better way to get rid of them than to exile them. This is one dash in Bloodsucker is pretty good if I get a room or enchantment. I guess +2/+0. I think I have to pick this up. Now we're looking at what don't we want to pass. I think the Intruding Soul Rage is something I don't necessarily want to pass, so I'll take that. In this instance, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick this Razor Trap Gorge, only because it gives me an option of splashing red if I want to. The Fear of the Dark would be the necessary. It would be like probably a decent pick, but we still got 2 more packs. I'm sure there's going to be another Fear of the Dark somewhere. I'm just trying to prepare for anything that may happen within this draft in the future. So let's go ahead and get a Piranha Fly. Something I don't feel like passing to anybody. We got Rip, Spawn Hunter, and a Flood Farm Verge. So in reality, anything that I need off Rip would be like maybe the Watchdog, maybe the Branch Snapper. These are like good cards that I would like to pick, but I'm not necessarily going to pick them quite yet. I really don't want to end up fighting the Rip Spawn Hunter. At the beginning, if this is survival mode, if it's tapped, reveal the top cards in your library where X is its power, and put any number of creature or vehicle cards from among them into your hand, and put the rest of them in the on the bottom of your library in a random order, which is a strong card. And I am running green. Let's go ahead and get the Rip. Don't think I'm gonna end up in white, but there's a possibility because they passing like Fear of Abduction, which is also a removal spell. So now it's kind of looking like I might end up green, black, white. Cathartic Parting. The owner of target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls shuffles into their library. You may shuffle up to 4 target cards from my graveyard into my library. That's a good card. I like that card. Don't think I'm gonna actually pick it though. I like this card because it draws cards. Let's get the Split Skin Doll since we opened it up into playing white. And since it's green, black, white, that makes this Rite of the Moth really strong right now. So let's go ahead and pick that too. The Acrobatic Cheerleader is good. Ghostly Keybearer is good. Reality, I might pick up the Cheerleader because that can, if this gets off early, it's hard to stop because it's gonna be a 2/2 flyer. Let's get the Cheerleader. Another Insidious. I think I want the Insidious, actually. Maybe a Watchdog. We got Acrobatic Cheerleader, Split Skin Doll. Maybe, and a Brood Spinner. Maybe a Watchdog. Maybe. Yeah, let's try a Watchdog. What I'm starting to lean towards is having like maybe